Hello everyone and welcome to my channel, and today I'll be reading Multi-Character Listener by me, so let's get into it. Acheron. Acheron had always been calm, composed, and sharp. Her gaze unwavering even in the most dire of situations. But now, as she stood across the room, clutching the medical report you had handed her a moment ago, you could see her composure fracture. Her eyes scanned the paper over and over, as if rereading the words would somehow make a difference. "You knew about this," she said quietly, her voice dangerously even. And you nod, unable to meet her piercing gaze. "For a few months now," you admit, each word feeling like a confession of guilt. "I didn't want to worry you." She scoffs, the sound laced with disbelief and anger. "Didn't want to worry me? Do you have any idea?" She cuts herself off, exhaling sharply as she presses her fingers to her temple. "I can't believe you kept this from me." "I didn't know how to tell you. I didn't want to see that look in your eyes. The one you're giving me right now," he says softly, looking up at her. And her hand clenches around the report, crumpling the edges. She doesn't really respond immediately, but when she finally speaks, her voice is strained. "You're terminally ill. Do you know what that means for me? For us? I can't just..." Her voice breaks, something rare and startling. And you take a hesitant step closer, your hands trembling at your sides. "I didn't want you to feel trapped," you whisper. "I didn't want you to feel like you had to take care of me." Her head snaps up, and her golden eyes burn with frustration. "You think I would leave you? That I would turn my back because things got hard?" She steps forward, closing the distance between you. "You're a fool, Ryan. A fool if you think I will ever let you face anything like this alone," she says, and you can see how determined she is. Her hand cups your cheek, her touch surprisingly gentle, despite the fire in her eyes. "I am furious with you," she admits, her thumb brushing against your skin. "But I'm staying. We'll figure this out, together, no matter what." Tears well in your eyes, but you don't pull away. "Thank you," you whisper, and she presses her forehead against yours, her voice soft but firm. "Don't thank me. Just promise me you'll fight for as long as you can. And I believe in you." Feixiao. Feixiao had always carried an air of strength around her, her presence as steady as the mountains. But when you finally told her the truth, you could see the crack in her carefully composed armor. She sits across from you, her hands folded neatly in her lap, but her eyes betray her. They flicker with emotions, shock, fear, and something that resembles heartbreak and grief. The sounds between you stretches unbearably, until she finally breaks it. "Say that again," she says, her voice deceptively calm, and you swallow hard, your throat dry. "I'm terminally ill, Feixiao," you repeat, though the words burn your tongue. "The doctor said it's only a matter of time." Her fingers twitch, and for a moment, you think she might reach for you. But instead, she clenches her hand into fists, her nails digging into her palms. Why didn't you tell me sooner? She asks, her voice sharp and almost scolding. How long have you known? You hesitate, the weight of her gaze making it hard to breathe. A few months, you admit, your shoulders sagging. I didn't want to burden you. You already had so much on your plate, and that's enough. Her voice cuts through your sentence like a blade, and she rises from her seat, crossing the room in 2 long strides. And before you can react, she kneels before you, her hands cupping your face with a tenderness that makes your chest ache. Do you really think I care about how busy I am when it comes to you? I didn't want you to feel obligated. I wanted to protect you from... Protect me? She lets out a humorless laugh, shaking her head. Don't you know by now that you're my world? How could you think I would want to be anywhere else? Her thumb brushes away the tears that run down your cheeks. We were in this together, Wyon. She says firmly, I don't care how hard it gets, or how little time we have. I'm not going anywhere. I'll follow you, wherever you go. Her words, steady and resolute, finally break the dam inside of you, and you collapse into her arms, and she holds you tightly, her warmth grounding you, even as your body trembles. And although you're afraid, and you're scared of what's going to happen next, for the first time in months, you feel the weight lift off of your shoulders, if only a little bit, and you know for sure that she's with you and will remain so. And that's how you'll face whatever comes next.